Love you, girl. Good to see you. TGIF. Hello, hello. It's a joke.
Heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical studio.
Yeah. Turn you off. Hello. Sorry, I have a cough. Not that I don't always cough, but I'm like actually have a sick cough. Anyways, so excuse me if I cough a lot. Good night if you go to bed. Okay, so I'm driving out to pick up an order right outside of Phoenix. So I thought I would chat the last like 20 minutes there. Admittedly, I had nothing better to do, so I was watching George's live, and you know, I had just a few things that I'm like, you know, it's just, I understand that like mentioning me and like what he has to say, but the people in the chat are so hateful that it's like, you understand that you're just as bad as I've ever been, right? Like, your hate for me isn't a good thing. You shouldn't hate anyone as much as they like despise me, especially when they don't personally know me. But anyways, you know, to each their own. But I want to make it very clear, I was not flexing a Coach outlet purse. Like, first of all, I'm not spending $400 on a bag. Okay, sorry. Like, I've never bought a Coach bag, so I was starting with outlet. Do I care? My kid's favorite color is red. I wanted the brown because even though I'm making money, I still got 2 little kids that I'm supporting. So, you know, and I don't live in a Motel 6. I live in a 2-bedroom apartment that I pay for with my fucking money. Work my ass off every fucking week and then some. So, just FYI, like, I'm not doing anything special. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, of course. You know, as a mom of 2 kids without a live-in husband or partner, you know, I'm a single mom essentially, and I'm doing me. So, you know, and amen to everyone doing them. That's neither here or there. The point is that I was not trying to flex my purse and belt. I was just showing what I got for Mother's Day. Why you think it's fake, I don't know. Do they sell fake Coach purses at the Coach store at the outlet mall? I'm just wondering. Like, I don't want to be paying, even if it's a fucking discount purse, I ain't trying to pay like over $100 for something that's not Coach. So I'm like, shit, now I need to go like verify it somewhere. But I bought it at a fucking Coach store. Stop fucking with my head, man. So like, and also, I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to do that. You know, I apologize, and, you know, I have lived a pretty, like, intense life for someone who's 40 years old, and I've been there and done it in that and seen it fucking all, okay? You know, I went to school with kids that were gay since middle school, okay? And yes, I had a friend that passed away from AIDS. You don't believe me? That's whatever, I don't really care. But I don't see what the point is to say that I'm a liar about that. Why would, you know, I guess I know why people would lie about it. Like, I guess I do get that aspect. But I'm not someone who's been proven liar. Now, like I said, with that comment, I smoke a lot of bud. And do I forget some of the hateful things I say because I'm in, like, a rage? Yeah. Especially the more egregious things, to be honest. Not even gonna fucking lie. But that's neither here or there. I'm going to say that I don't necessarily think that the whole "don't talk about me, I won't talk about you" thing works, because it doesn't. I think if anything, eventually like snap and you fucking do it again or something. I will say that I agree with maybe keeping things within the borderlines. Like, now think of like Madonna Borderlines playing. Anyways, like, I agree with that. Like, we are adults. There's no reason to go beyond the fucking border of what there is. You know, I could say, hey, I hope that you fucking, I don't, fuck you, George. I hope you bite your tongue tonight. Or something, I hope you stub your toe. Or like, I hope the sheet catches your pinky toe and you. Like, it doesn't have to be. These are just natural things that might happen. I'm just saying, like, it doesn't have to be like over the top. So, I bring up the pinky toe thing like that because did you know that you can rip your pinky toe off falling like that? Do you know that I almost ripped my pinky toe off once falling like that? So it happens, okay, to the best of us, all right? I also almost ripped the same pinky toe off another time when I was drunk as hell outside of a fucking gay bar and fucking went down hard and fucking, I don't know, this concrete just, oh my God, it was bad. I thought I was going to lose that toe. But my toe is resilient. In Arizona, we have a lot of outside stores. There's no fake love Amzi purses. Yeah, right? Like, honestly, like I wanted a purse for work to, like, put things in. And, like, I read the reviews, and it said that was, like, a good purse. Like, nurses and people are like, that's the best work purse ever.
In about 10 miles, take
Exit 158 onto Warner Road.
I don't know if you heard that. I don't really care. But 9 miles to Warner Road. Anyways, though. Ew, what was that on my lip? Dude, I'll tell you what. The thing about Arizona is fucking dryness. Oh my God. It doesn't matter how much I use, like, chapstick or Carmex or fucking... It doesn't matter what I buy. Like, my favorite is the what is it? The Starface, like the face stickers. I don't know if you know what that is. But that brand makes the fucking chapstick that they have at Urban Outfitters, and that shit is bomb. And shit, what the fuck? Like, who's not down for a good deal? Now, you don't have to like my purse. Please don't like my purse. I don't necessarily... I like to buy ugly purses. I will admit that. I like ugly shoes and ugly purses because, A, they're usually on sale. And I got kids, so I'm not trying to fucking buy a $400 purse. And then B, like, again, they're just on sale. Like, and I don't know. I've always fancied, like, the ugly purses. I've always had, like, a bright blue purse or, like, with, like, a red strap or some craziness. So I liked the brown classic pattern with the red outline. I felt like it was colorful yet neutral enough to work with mostly everything. And again, I'm just using it at work. Well, I'm using it right now, but I also have a backpack that I have to carry all my work stuff in. But it was getting, like, to the point where I was, like, carrying my keys and my phone and, like needing things that were in my backpack while I was out at lunch. And I'm like, I need a fucking purse. Like, and then I bought a belt for myself for Mother's Day. So the purse was a gift for my kids that their, like, family basically gave them money to buy me a gift. And the belt I bought myself because obviously I am losing weight. So let me explain a few things here with that. Number one, people take Ozempic or Mounjaro, which is the same thing as Wegovy and Zepbound, and they take it for diabetes to regulate their blood sugar. And there's a lot of people that are on it for that reason, and those people don't lose a significant amount of weight because that's not what it's intended for. Now, people that take it and don't have those ailments, then it makes them lose weight rapidly. So I'm in, like, a medium ground. I want to make it clear, like, I definitely lost weight on the compound semaglutide. You're right, it was a compounded, and it was also, like, concentrate semaglutide. And the first month on, because I got it through like one of those online like compound things that you see on like, I don't know, IG, or I guess you see it if you look it up enough, or if you're fat, I don't know. And I would never get surgery just because I'm afraid of surgery. There's that. I think I might do like the sleeve, but like my body doesn't like foreign objects in it, and I'm definitely afraid of surgery. So hopefully I'll never need surgery in my life, because I probably will die, because I'd probably rather die than have surgery. Anyways, cause I'm like convinced that I will be one of those people that like doesn't get anesthetized correctly. Is that the word? Where you're like put under and like you feel fucking everything but you can't move. I don't know, I've watched too many horror shit. Anyways, your money don't explain love. Oh, I'm just explaining why it didn't work so well. So the first month it worked well, and the second month it kind of worked well as well, and then the months following I got sicker and sicker and sicker on the compound semaglutide. So I could never get up past like one gram. I don't know if it's micrograms or grams or how it's dosed out, but the highest is like 2. I think it's milligrams. And so I couldn't get up above, like, I could barely get above 1. So I was taking it for like 6 to 9 months, like not able to get to the maintenance dose that like is where you actually lose weight at, especially if you have significant like diabetes type related. Okay, like, so I'm not diabetic, but I have pre-diabetes. I have insulin resistance, which is technically pre-diabetes. I have PCOS, which is caused by pre-diabetes and diabetes related ailments. I have heart disease, obviously, that runs in my family, so that's why I want to lose weight, because I don't want my kids to lose me at a young age, because I had them at an older age, and like I'll be dead by the time they're like 20 if I die in my 50s like my mom did. And if I die in my 40s, I got like 3 years left. So 6 years left. Anyways. So that being said, initially I lost like 30 pounds off the semaglutide, like total. And that was probably, I stopped taking it in like November when Chris came out, because I didn't want to get sick. Yeah, like George was talking about my like success rate with my fucking semaglutide, and like, if I can't get success with Wegovy, I should get surgery. Like, first of all, it's not like a vanity thing. I could get her less. And like I've said before, I prefer to actually be thicker, but I'm still small, regardless of what you want to think or not. I am very small statured and very petite, even though I am thick or chubby or roundish. I wouldn't say that I'm fat. I'm sorry, I'm not fat. I don't have a gut. I don't have cellulite on my legs. I don't have saggy arms that shake or anything like that. And even in losing weight, I still don't, because I'm still young enough to where my skin has some elasticity. But I also don't want to lose an exorbitant amount of weight. I just want to get to a healthy weight. Anyways, so that being said, that's why I only lost about 30 pounds. And then after I stopped taking it, I would say between November and a month ago, I gained about 10 pounds back. And I would say 5 of that was just from returning to like bad eating habits, and 5 of it was because when I was studying for my fucking license, like I was studying like I was in, like everyone, they were bringing snacks in, bringing coffee in, like we were eating like we were freshmen in college, like cramming. So I had a lot of snacks, probably gained another 5 pounds. So I still lost 20 pounds and kept off 20 pounds, which is still something. For someone who has PCOS and all these like ailments that make it really hard for me to lose weight. And I can't really see the chart because I'm driving, but it's kind of slow. So I have not weighed myself. I need to go in for a weighing this week, upcoming week. I was supposed to go this week, but there was no appointment. So I like to go to the doctor. I don't like home scales. So I will see how much I've lost in a month. And then I'm going up in my dosage on Wegovy because it doesn't make me sick. And I think that is because it's a brand name. And I think that it's because I think it just doesn't have as many side effects as semaglutide. It can, but, and I still get some side effects, but it's not nearly as bad. You know, and yeah. I've never been one that binge eats, though. I don't eat a lot. I eat like a bird, even when I eat. Do I eat the best diet? Probably not. if I had all the money in the world, I would eat like Gwyneth Paltrow or somebody, you know what I mean? Like, if I could afford clean eating all the time and like going to Whole Foods for every fucking grocery trip, like, that's what I would do. I'm from fucking California. I got kids, and I will admit that sometimes it's just easier to eat their leftover chicken nuggets, which are not probably the healthiest, or a couple tater tots here and then, you know, and that shit adds up. So you do have to do lifestyle changes. It's not just the shot, because if you don't make lifestyle changes, I have a friend that's got like severe what's it called? Like whatever happens when your stomach gets paralyzed. And I was watching it, and that basically happens when you just like completely like disregard how it's making you feel full, and you just keep like binge eating. And I'm like, yeah, I never did that. Like, if I would have done that, like, anyone who knew me when I was on that semaglutide compound, like, knows like that I could barely keep anything down. I was like, is this how you lose weight? Like, you're just puking it up? Like, bro, there was some times where it got scary. And I was like, it's not worth it. And I would like take a break from it. So that's another reason why I never got up to like a full dose that would make you lose weight. I guess that's called a maintenance dose. I don't know. I was just at like a starter dose for like, or maybe I was at a maintenance dose and I never reached some other kind of dose. I don't know. But 65 pounds on Monjaro. I see that being a possibility. I also, one of the reasons why I got on it is because my insurance covers it. And now I heard somewhere through the grapevine that it's not going to be covering it after the summer. So if I could at least be on it for 3 months, we'll see. And that's like kind of my goal, is like probably another 20 or 30 pounds. Like, that would be ideal. Because again, I don't want to be like a size 2 or 4. I want to be like a size 8 or 10, you know, and I'm like 14, 16 right now. I got down to like almost a 12 where the 14s were really loose on me, but nah. Like, comfortably, I like things baggy, so I don't give a fuck. I'm not buying any more pants, so hence why I got the belt. We got 4 miles until I gotta get off of here. Also, why are so people so pressed about my road rage or whatever? Like, I didn't directly yell at anybody. I was just in the car by myself with my windows rolled up. I'm in the desert. It's fucking hot. I don't have my windows on. I wasn't yelling out the window at somebody. I wasn't white knuckling it either. I usually drive with one hand. The fuck? That's because I used to drive a manual, so I got used to that. My hater made me an avatar, and I love it. I don't want to be made into anything. And I don't think that AI counts as cartoons. I think AI, when it's like, you can report...
Stay in the left 3 lanes.
Jesus, that scared me. I think that it's only if the AI actually makes it look like it's you. So, like, cartoons don't count. That is, like, depictions of you, regardless if it's made by AI. But I think it's more of like, if the AI is impersonating you and it's believably looks like you, then that's the kind of AI that you can report. But hey, go on, I do whatever, I don't know. I could be wrong. I am not a professional when it comes to that. Far from it. So, you know, I went and got a job to be left alone, and I would really like to continue doing that.
In 2 miles, take exit 158 onto Warner Road.
This thing's fucking annoying and loud, and it's alerting too many times. What was I saying? Oh, I barely was on, and I would like kind of like to return to that, but you know, Jen kept ringing my bell and kept bringing me into shit that I'm not involved in. And I still don't know who they is. And I don't know if I'm part of they, but I'm not part of they. So it's like, can you like, like this whole leave me alone and I'll leave you alone. Like, I don't know why Jen had to bring me into everything. I don't run like that. I don't do things for people, and Jen should know that because I never run and done shit for her. Like, I don't defend people. I have enough trouble defending myself. You know, like, there's that. Okay. And even though Circle K did not hire me, that there was some like talk with me and a different manager. You didn't know that, and that didn't need to happen. Okay, calling potential employment is the same as calling employment. Well, maybe not the same, but it's have the same.
Use the right lane to take exit
Okay.
158 onto Warner Road.
Jesus, I'm gonna take. I wish I could turn it off, but then I'd be able to see it live, and it probably would end. I need to get something to drink. So
Take the exit.
okay, I'm gonna end this. I'll be back a little bit later when I'm driving back because this is getting annoying.
At the light, use the right lane to
See you
turn onto